Purpose Pursuers. It's Chantel Love with Process to Purpose. And I am just coming to you today. I wanted to talk to you about transition. And because that is really what we do here is we help people transition no matter where you are in life. So I wanted to just do a quick video and just share some pointers with you about transition and to give you a better idea of what transition may look like. You may be actually going through something in your life right now. You may be moving from one point to the next. So let's start by just giving a definition to the word. Transition really equals change. That's all it is. The Webster's Collegiate Dictionary defines it as a passage from one state, stage, subject, or place to another, a movement, development, or evolution from one form, stage, or style to another. That's transition. And there are many types of transition. You can be transitioning in your relationships, and that can be personal or professional. That can look like a divorce, a marriage, death, a new birth. That can look like a new workplace, unemployed, a demotion, or a promotion. And really, those are establishing, when you go through a transition in your relationships, you may leave something and enter into something else, such as leave your single life and enter into a marriage, and therefore you are creating a new union, a new type of a relationship. That's one example. Another type of transition is in maybe in your professional life. Maybe you've been working for a company and you've worked your way up and you are getting ready to get a promotion on your job. That's another type of transition. And with that brings more responsibility. That may bring new relationships, new opportunities, new challenges, all of those things. So in your transition, it just equals change. That's what that looks like. You can also have transition in your environment. So maybe you are moving to a new state, a new neighborhood, a school, a new job. You know, those are environmental type of transitions. And then maybe health. You know, maybe you've had some weight gain, weight loss. You know, how awesome is that? Weight loss. I'm off. Matter of fact, I've had some of the transitions that I've just described. I've been
involved in all of those, I do believe. Yes, all except for demotion. I've never been demoted. Let's talk about, and another type of transition in your health could be, or some other type of maybe health challenge, you know. And transitions can happen. They can be expected, unexpected, both the good and I'll say the bad. You know, maybe you know that you're going to be let go from your job. You're going to go through a layoff. I've been through a layoff before. Maybe you know that you're going to get a promotion. How about so you can, those are things that are expected. But what happens when they are unexpected, when you don't know what's going to happen? Let's say you come into work, and I've heard the horror stories. Actually, I've been through some. Came into work, and there was a good part of our staff who were told that their jobs ended that day. You know, so that was unexpected. And, you know, maybe with an illness, I went where I was not feeling well, but I did not expect that I would have to have surgery, and that led through another series of transitions, and I'll talk about that in some future videos. But transition, it's all about how you handle the transition, Everyone does not handle change the same. Everyone does not handle change well. So what you have to decide is, are you going to stand in the crisis of your transition, which stems from fear and maybe some anxiety of the unknown? Because sometimes when we don't know, we can be fearful and anxious of what's going to come next. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to my family? You know, how may I be perceived because of this particular transition? So those are some thoughts surrounding, you know, crisis mode. Or are we going to react calm, which stems from faith? And okay with is that it happened. Yeah, it happened. And so your reaction to what happened is going to determine how you are able to move through that transition, how smooth that transition is going to be. Because it's always, you may have some challenges anyway, but they're to help and to be encouraged that because this happened, then the change is necessary. You know, maybe unexpected, but it may be necessary because there is something on the other side for you. And even if you're expecting it, a promotion, you're getting a new house, you know, some of those things that can be exciting, a new marriage, you know, all of those things can be really exciting. And you want to walk forward in faith. That sometimes we don't know what's on the other side, but we stand in faith and say, it's all good. It's okay, and I'm going to be okay. And trust that everything will work out for your good. So those were just some little tidbits that I wanted to give you. Transition, you know, you'll create a new normal and you'll move forward. But I'll do some other short videos week or two, really talking about it and really drilling down in some of the main points that we talked about today. But just remember that regardless of what type of transition you may be experiencing, and it seems that this is a season we're experiencing a lot of different types of transition. Regardless of what it is, just choose to stand in faith and not stand in the crisis of your transition because it has happened. And even if it's something that's expected, something that is beautiful, such as a new marriage, a new birth, a promotion, those things are great, but they are still considered change. And there are challenges with that. It's going to be okay. Look up, be encouraged, and we will talk again. And I'll see you next time. Chantel with Process Purpose.